otherwise known as RBL, a show that incorporates baby boomers and millennials' ideas and perspectives.
With the hottest news, reviews, and interviews, and guidance on the transition of brick and mortar to click and order. And now I'm proud to introduce former veteran, military police, and a member of Knights of Columbus, my dad, James Zuley.
And my son, chairman and CEO of EZWay Network, known as the Digital Dick Clark, Eric Zuley. Good. Good morning, Radio Boomers Live listeners around the world. Good morning to our EZWay family, and they're around the world too. And to the superstar host of the show, Eric Zuley, my son, that I'm so proud of. I don't know how he keeps up with all this stuff, but it is taking me out of the cobwebs and introducing me to some of the new technology. It's amazing. I mean, every day you wake up, something has changed. I mean, especially with this AI, they're creating, you can't tell the difference anymore between the real people and the AI robot people, because you used to be able to tell the difference when they'd come on and they'd have these movements and that, but boy, not anymore. It's really perfected, I guess you'd say. And I think that's the door when they went through the strike. I think that's the one door they left open. I don't know if they ever came to a remedy on that, but everything was leveled out except the AI. Probably because they're worried that they could create AI actors, and that would be more competition for the actors. But guys, a lot going on. The EZWay Network is growing, and the platforms are amazing. And what I like is Eric and his coding team are always making it easier to work with, you know, because you want to have it simple as can be, especially for the baby boomers. And sometimes you got to go over it a few times. But, you know, that's what I found out. When I go on the EZWay Network and I go to some of the different links on there and I watch these, you can go back to the old podcasts, the old, pitch parties, and you get to learn more as you watch it a few times. It's like if you see a movie, you know, the second or third time, you find little parts that you didn't really know what they meant. And that's what I found out. For me, it's a lot of repetition. I remember taking the test back in the grade school days, you know, the spelling test. I would repeat the word, I don't know how many hundreds of times until I got it right. But that's what it is. And it's not that complicated. Like they say, do the thing you fear and the death of fear is certain. When you see a certain program that looks like, oh boy, you know, try it later. But once you get into it, once you do it, it's not that bad. And it's just like when you're doing remodeling. Well, I don't want to put up that certain shelf. That's complicated. Well, once you learn how to do it, it becomes intriguing, and it's good for your health. It's good for your mental health, because as you learn it, you start do studies on that. You'll see that it enhances brain capacity. It keeps you sharp. So that's what we got to do. And I've been doing a lot of research on that. The baby boomers, you know, when you talk about this is this way and this is that way, not really. A lot of stuff you hear, you can enhance with what we're talking about with memory and all of the memory loss and, oh, I got this and that. Well, first of all, don't keep telling yourself all that. Oh God, I forget all the time. Okay, so that you saw the study about the water. It goes into a positive or negative group of people actually affects water, and we're 70% water. So these negative thoughts affect us. So you tell yourself, well, I might have forgot once in a while, but my memory is getting better every day, you know. So Radio Boomers Live is our nonprofit, Better Vision for Children, bbccharity.org. What we do is we bring awareness, thanks to Eric's network, to children's eyesight. But basically today it's everyone's eyesight, because there's a lot of mental strain on the eyes today. And I'm talking about being positive, but we can do things to, you know, the screensavers, certain ways we can eat, and so on and so forth, keep our eyes healthy. But we bring awareness, and then we do testing. I have some of the most upgraded systems I've studied, and we have an upgraded version of a test kit it's like a camera. And then we follow through with, if there is an issue with the child, are they going to get treated? We want to make sure everybody's treated, because out of every 1,000 we tested, 25%, that's 250 kids, had some kind of vision issue. That's unacceptable. Now, you take that in one town, which was Hawthorne, we did about 5,400 children. You take that and then you go to another town, another county in California. Look at how many kids that is. And then you go out of the state, which is what we want to do. We want to go to other states, make this national and international. We've had offers to go to other countries. Let's get kids tested around the world, because that's what it's all about. And even Jimmy Carter, his grandchildren had vision issues. And we're talking to people that we know, and they've shared that they had issues when they were younger, and they found out their children, sometimes they may not say anything. It'll start out as a blurry vision, and they'll let it go. And the social activities slip, the sports, they slip, and it'll affect the sports and just everything all around. But yet they put it off, so it's not going to be something. They don't want to draw attention to it. So.
Better Vision for Children, or BVC, is on a mission to protect what matters most: the gift of sight. Every year, thousands of children and teens go undiagnosed with vision problems that can lead to struggles in school, low self-esteem, or even permanent loss of eyesight. But with early eye screenings, we can change their future. Imagine a child who can't see the board in class, or a teen who feels left behind, when all it would take is a simple screening to put them on a path to clarity, confidence, and opportunity. Tonight, your support means more than just a donation. It means a child gets to read their first book clearly, play without barriers, and see the world with hope. Together, we can prevent vision loss before it's too late. Let's give these children the brighter future they deserve. EZWay Interactive. Start connecting the EZWay. Are you ready to connect like never before? Introducing the EZWay Interactive app, your ultimate social solutions network. Whether you're looking to network, collaborate, or simply share ideas, EZWay makes it easy to engage with like-minded individuals and organizations. Discover innovative solutions, join exciting discussions, and expand your horizon, all in one powerful platform. Don't miss out on the future of social networking. Download EZWay Interactive now and unlock endless possibilities. EZWay TV is more than just a streaming platform. It's an interactive media experience built for entrepreneurs, influencers, and entertainment lovers worldwide. Broadcasting exclusive shows, movies, interviews, events, and entrepreneur-tainment. EZWay TV brings visibility and opportunity together in one powerful network. What makes us different is our interactivity. You don't just watch, you can connect with the people on screen through our app and community. Through collaborations with over 10 major OTT and streaming networks, including Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, iTube 247, Faith Channel, Country Box, On the Mark TV, Fan TV Global, Laugh Out Loud TV, iVod the EZWay, Bill Duke TV, Nonprofit TV, EKTV, Expansion TV, The Women's Channel, Trailblazers TV, and the new EZWay Family TV channel. Finally, EZWay Network members can enjoy their own collective community TV channel that showcases EZWay family content submissions, events, interviews, and so much more. EZWay TV content now reaches over 400 million homes and mobile devices. From red carpets to reality series, business shows to lifestyle programming, EZWay TV is the home for content that inspires, entertains, and builds influence. EZWay Network also gives back to better vision for children. Want to be on EZWay TV? Download the EZWay TV app and call 1-877-399-2929 or scan the QR code.
Hey
Yes,
guys,
indeed.
all right, we're back. Hey Dad, you're doing amazing, great information on better vision for children. And
Yes.
hello everybody out there watching Radio Boomers Live. I want to remind you guys, and if you don't know me, I'm Eric. I'm the son. I'm the fast-paced one. So the baby boomer intro's done. Now I'm the fast-paced. We're gonna get this popping, get the
Picking
energy
up the
going.
pace. Yep.
So I want to remind you guys, click the share button. If you're watching the broadcast right now, click the share button. Everybody pound that share button, like, comment, use the hashtag EZWay family. And we're going to get into a portion of the show. We have some people in the green room, the back room, that we're going to be bringing on to talk about our dearly beloved, dearly departed EZWay family member of well over 15 years, very close friend, Carmelita Pittman. We're gonna get into that pretty soon. But before we do, I want to remind everybody that the VIP pitch party is coming up this Thursday. This is pitch party week, guys. This is VIP pitch party week. It's not about the day anymore. It's about the whole week. It's about the build up. It's the anticipation. And some of the biggest and best people in the network come on to this Zoom. And the networking, and you get the chance to pitch your offer, your project, your event, whatever you got going on, and get that out to the masses, get that out to 12 million potential viewership that we now have on EZWay News, on EZWay Network, on everything that we're doing. And if you guys are not familiar with EZWay News, this is the platform, and we are getting just ridiculous views. We're getting. I love you guys so much for coming on. We've added a gallery section. We've added a whole TV station built into EZWay News. All the news happening in EZWay, and news and general news that's happening. We just added Bill Duke TV. So if you want to watch Bill Duke TV, you can watch his TV station. You can watch the live. As you can see, the live broadcast is happening right now. It all is happening. It's all going down on EZWay News. Guys, we made it that much simpler. If you want to download the app, go to the pitch party. You see our new headquarters, Orange County News, and everything that we have going on within EZWay is now on EZWay News. So anything that's happening that's newsworthy or within the EZWay family is going to be here on EZWay News. And I want to encourage you guys to click that subscribe newsletter button and subscribe to EZWay News if you really want to be involved and you want to know what's going on. And we're gonna be putting a very special publication, a very special published article out on our dearly beloved Carmelita Pittman, and we have some really amazing things that we're going to do to honor her memory, continue her legacy, and just make her shine online as the angel that she is now. So Dad, I'm excited. We have some very special people in the back.
Absolutely.
In fact, we have some celebrities in the back. These aren't just people. These are, Carmelita knew so many celebrities or public figures or influencers or people of authority. So it doesn't surprise me that we have some great people of authority with us today. So
well, I just wanted to share real quick that Carmelita and I have done, I don't know, if not 50 or 100 events together, and 500 shows that we've done. And I try to make it to her birthdays or events. And we've done so many carpets together. I just can go on. And she's such a special person because she's a heartfelt person. That's the key word we have, is heartfelt. And but it's just all the memories with Retha and Carmelita. And I remember when we were over at the Queen Mary several times, and I was able to, it was kind of cool because when she came to our March 2nd event, the Golden Gala, I asked her to dance, and we had a nice little dance out there, and the memories go on. And I was proud to donate to her Rose Breast Cancer Society that her mother had started. But anyway, Eric, I know we have people in line. I had so many pictures and stories I wanted to share, but there's more time.
Well, yeah, I mean, the broadcast today is a Carmelita Pittman dedication, and we want to just honor her memory. And so if you have memories that you want to share, thank you for sharing it. And by all means, make sure that you do that. This is our show, but we do have some amazing people that are in the back, and we're going to bring them in one by one. But before we do, before we do that, we have something very special to show you guys, which has never been released. And those of you guys that have come to our EZWay Awards Golden Gala, which is a very popular, a very influential, and really the Oscars of the EZWay at this point. We honored Carmelita Pittman with a very, very special award. So one of the things that our awards does is we recognize certain individuals that we feel are legends, and we want to continue their legacy. Whether they're here or they're not here. And we're continuing a lot of amazing legacies, like Frank Shankwitz, the creator of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and Bernie Dorman, the CEO space, and Retha Gray from Betty White's Off the Rockers, and Catherine Coven Pacino, Al Pacino's stepmom, and so many others. Sheldon Reynolds from Earth, Wind, and Fire. These were all EZWay family members, and we are dedicated to continuing those legacies. And now we're going to do the same with Carmelita Pittman, which was a very, very dear friend. Met her over 15 years ago with the Multicultural Motion Picture Association, which I sat on the board with Rupert Murdoch and AC Lyles.
I remember that.
Hutcherson.
I remember AC used to call you all the time.
Yeah, and AC Lyles is another one. Jarvie Hutcherson is another one. There's so many people we want to preserve memories and remember the amazing moments that we shared with them. But I remember meeting Carmelita Pittman at the Lady in Red Gala, which was involved with the Diversity Awards with Jarvie Hutcherson. And I remember that day, that this just shining beacon of light with the brightest smile that you've ever seen, and just her spirit and her energy exuded success and love. Love is the word that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Carmelita was a very, very loving person, and she loved on everybody before herself, just like you, Dad. She just wanted everybody to be happy. She donated into everybody's charity. She helped sell tickets to everybody's events. She would perform and donate her time to good causes. She was a lover of art, and she just really just loved on everybody, and she loved the EZWay family. And so we want to love on her back. So with that said, we have a very special video to showcase to you guys, and then we're going to bring on some special people to share some of their stories and their fond memories of Carmelita. And this is a first time scene of the EZWay Awards Golden Gala 2025 Oscar viewing, when we honored Carmelita Pittman with the Dr. Dante Sears Heart of Gold Award, presented by Kate Linder hosting, who just got an amazing Emmy special award just recently. Melina Gay, which is the director, actress, and Dr. Dante Sears presented this special award to Carmelita. And we're so happy on what we're going to do with this footage and everything that we have. So here it is, without further ado, Carmelita Pittman getting her very special Dr. Dante Sears Heart of Gold Legend Award at the EZWay Awards Golden Gala.
Carmelita Pittman is a shining example of compassion and dedication, leaving a lasting impact on countless lives through her unwavering commitment to teaching and assisting others. I'm going to let Melina Gay here finish this.
Thank you, Dante, Dr. Dante. With a lifetime devoted to caring for individuals, she shared her diverse talents for the greater good of humanity. Her remarkable dedication and contributions to society have rightfully earned Carmelita Pittman the Dr. Dante Sears Heart of Gold Award.
First of all, I give all praise and glory to the Most High. That's right. And I want to thank you all for coming out and supporting this great cause, Better Vision for Children. I want to congratulate my comrades, Dr. Eric Zuley, the founder of the EZWay Broadcasting Network, his dad, Jim Zuley, who is his rock. You just heard from his better half, Dr. Dante, beautiful Dr. Dante, for which I'm responding to this wonderful award thanks to her. But I want to thank you all for coming out for a good cause, better vision for children. And I am a former LA Unified school teacher. And I'm just so thankful for all of the blessings, especially this one. Because of my mother, who sacrificed on a secretary's salary to put me through USC, I founded the Rose Breast Cancer Society as a living memorial for her. In 1997, breast cancer cut her life short after her 4-year battle with breast cancer. And in 1998, I started the Rose Show, and then it became the Rose Variety Art Shows. And I coined a term called edutainment. Some of you may have heard it. Now you know who coined the term. And we've had many, many wonderful events ever since. So I want to continue the cause and what we do to help make the world a better place through the arts. Thank you.
All right, and we are back. Wasn't that an amazing video? And now's the portion of the show that we're going to bring on some of Carmelita Pittman's friends and our EZWay family to share a few words and memories and moments and just share their story of how they met Carmelita and what they want to share in particular. So we're with Pepper J, who's been a EZWay family member and a friend of the EZWay Network, and me personally, and me and my dad and Dr. Dante Sears for many, many years. I think around the same time, 15 years or so.
Wow.
You know, Pepper, you've done so many amazing things. You've done so much amazing headway. You've had so much amazing headway and momentum with John Michael Ferrari now being considered for a Grammy nomination. And being on billboards in Times Square and talk shows and on and on and on. But today's about Carmelita Pittman. We're going to go ahead and give you the stage and let you share a few words. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Hello, Pepper.
Hi, Jim. Thank you, Eric. First of all, such a special soul, Carmelita. What an amazing lady. We first met in January 2016 in New Jersey because we were both asked to begin the start of the Art for Peace Awards with Muni Aroni. And when we met there, it was like two peas in a pod. We got along so well. We knew we were going to be friends. And then shortly thereafter, there was the 2016 Multicultural Motion Picture Association, Lady in Red, where everybody dresses in red with beautiful hats, you know, Carmelita in her hats. I always wear hats. We have that in common also. I won an award that evening. And those two events and the EZWay Network just cemented our relationship. It's such a pleasure. I always enjoy Carmelita and Jim and Retha with the Baby Boomer show. They did such a lovely job with that. And you know, I live rural on a ranch way in Pahrump, Nevada, and Carmelita has been to our ranch 3 times, and always a very, very special event when she was here. You meet a lot of people in your life, and some of them become really close to your heart, and Carmelita was one of them, and literally broke my heart to find out that she had passed. When Jim told me she had passed. Thank you, Zuley and Zuley, for doing this special moment in memory and celebration of my friend Carmelita Pittman. And thank you guys for everything else that you do for networking. You mentioned, you know, the Grammy nomination, which would never have happened without you, Eric. You know, people sometimes don't realize what Eric Zuley does because he has so many hats doing so many things at the same time. But if you take it down to its core, the EZWay Network really is networking. I mean, shows and entertainment and all the other things, yes. But networking's the thing. And one day he thought, I really like John Michael Ferrari's songs and the way he performs them. And I know someone, I want to put them together. That's like connecting people. That's networking. And that's what the EZWay Network does. And he introduced our songs to Cassandra Cooper, who looked at the songs and looked at John and thought, oh, okay, I think I can make this happen. And she created all sorts of stuff, her and Eric, and we went from submission to the round one. He's in round one now. The chances of him going and being Grammy nominated is little or none because, he's against Bruno Mars and Billie Eilish and Beyonce and people like that. But nonetheless, it's a wonderful ride. He's gotten a lot of attention from what you did. That connection that you put together, Eric, for those two people. He's been on like a dozen morning shows across the United States in the last month, and because of that, you increased our network and our exposure to what we do. So thank you, and God bless the memory of Carmelita Pittman.
Thank you so much for acknowledging that, Pepper, and yeah, thank you for sharing your story and how you met her. And I remember that day. I remember that day when you and Carmelita were both being honored at the same day. In fact, I nominated you. I nominated Carmelita Pittman. I nominated a couple people. And you know what I really loved? One of my favorite little story I want to share real quick is one of the things Carmelita used to do at these Ladies in Reds, and she got pretty popular for it, and everybody actually wanted to book her for this, is she would do this really special song. I think it was called Rosebud.
Yes.
And she would walk around the room handing roses to all the women in the room. And I think it started with just the women that were the Lady in Red, and then it started moving into a whole performance where she would give these roses to all the women to make them feel more confident about themselves, or if you're dealing with something challenging, to remember that you're loved, like you're blossoming like a rosebud or something like that. And it had an amazing mission and story behind it. And so just I loved watching. And if you looked at Carmelita's face when she did it, you could see that she was filled with so much spirit,
love,
so much golden energy.
Yes.
And
yes,
Pepper,
and because
how many carpets have we been on together with Carmelita? And doesn't she really bring an aura to the carpet? I mean, she just brings kind of a light. People gravitate towards her,
the moment she walks in, yes, that's correct. And I can't even imagine how we would count over the years how many red carpets we have all shared.
Oh man, so many! Wow. And I have, yep. Oh, Eric's got a couple.
Well, this is actually the Lady in Red. Me and the new owner of the MMPA, we partnered up on this event, and this was a very, very special event. That after Jarvie passed, Carmelita was one of the featured guests as a past honoree, and this is her on the carpet on EZWay TV. And there's many more that we could share. There's been tens of thousands of carpets and events, and Carmelita was probably a part of 1,000 of them.
And let's not forget all of her charity work with the Rose Breast Institute. Yeah.
The Rose Breast Cancer Society, man. Her mother, it was a living memorial for her mother who dealt with breast cancer.
Yeah.
And there's a camaraderie there. There was a lot of connection between my dad having lymphoma cancer and her mom having breast cancer. And the cancer thing, my dad and her worked closely together to eliminate that, to raise awareness for it. And I mean, that's what she did. She did auctions, she did art, she did every day she just tried to preserve her mom's memory. And the Rose Breast
Cancer, helped a lot of people.
She did.
Organization. She helped a lot of people. Yeah.
And Carmelita and I were on, I think it was Wendy's show in LA. And when she would come, everybody would come in and they would talk, but Carmelita shows up with all these cupcakes and pop for everybody.
Yes.
She was the most selfless person in existence, next to you, Dad, next to you, Pepper, next to me. But she was the leader of selflessness. She just wanted to make everybody else happy and help everybody else. And And that was amazing. So bringing on another celebrity who actually I think she's got a Grammy or a nominee, or I mean, she's been in the business for a very long time. I've known Wanda Ray Willis for a long time. She's actually ambassador. You technically should put ambassador next to your name there, Wanda. And your ambassador, Wanda Ray Willis. We actually were at the Universal Peace Federation event together. And we were both at the ceremony at the big mansion in Pasadena with the Universal Peace Federation, and you do so much as well. And so introduce yourself real quick to our audience, Wanda, and then please share your story, your memories of Carmelita.
Hi, Wanda.
Hi, everyone. I'm okay. I'm in. Okay. Hi. You know what? I'm Wanda Ray Willis, vocalist, singer, actress, writer, musician, and Carmelita used to call me her little sister. She said, "You're my little sis, and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you that." And we would talk on the phone, and she would say, "Wanda, I'm going to interview you for this. I'm going to get your article." She was responsible for me getting an article in the Hollywood Weekly. She was responsible for me attending so many red carpet events with her, and many of them she was honored. So I became the photographer for her and Jerry, and I loved it. I would just she said, "Wanda, get this picture. I want a picture with that person. Wanda, this." I have such fond memories. I mean, the energy of that lady, even when she wasn't feeling well, Carmelita, and I'm getting teary-eyed, she kept on going, helping other people. She left such a legacy. If you Google her and see all the awards she's gotten, all the organizations she gave money to, everything. Plus, she was a businesswoman. She also taught me a lot about business. She was a businesswoman, a staunch businesswoman. And I have such fond memories of her. They broke the mold when they made Carmelita Pittman. And her and her husband, Jerry, are such wonderful people to be around. I would hang out at their house sometimes, just hanging out. Or she would get me to, "Wanda, I need my pathway repainted," and I would be scraping and painting and doing all of that for her. And, I'm going to arrange my backyard differently. Could you help me with this and put this there? And then sometimes I would drive to their house and take her where she needed to go, to the post office, or pick up this or pick up that. And I enjoyed every minute with her. It was so beautiful to just be with her, in her presence, whether hanging out with her, going on errands with her, or at events with her. Anything was just wonderful. And also, my music video that I did a recording of, the Michael Jackson song, Dapper Dan, her paintings, her fine art, her art is spectacular. And myself being a fine artist, and she looked at my artwork too, we both collaborated on that. So we had so many things to talk about, and I really miss her. I miss her. The last time I invited her to something, she sent me a text. And she said, "Well, Wanda, I can't make it this one, but I'll be there in spirit." And usually when she would do that, I would know that she'll bounce back, because she'll do whatever she needs to do with her doctor and take her natural herbs. She was very much a naturalist as well. And she would say, "Wanda, I'm back. Can we go here? Do you want to go here?" But that last text I got from her, after that, I found out that she passed. I called, and Denise of Honor Thy Father told me that she was very ill. And I called Jerry right away, right before I was to go to my gig at Coco Vino, which in Glendora with H.B. Barnum. He's the keyboardist for me there. And right before, and the tears just flew. And after I spoke to Jerry, because he told me she wasn't responding. And I said, "That's not like Carmelita. She's going to bounce back. She will." But then I got the news that she died the next day, that Saturday. And her spirit is all around us,
Absolutely.
So we have to keep our eyes open open and our heads up, and we have to keep progressing with our lives because that's what she would have wanted us to do. So I know she's leaving us that message to keep going on, live life to the fullest, always have a great attitude no matter what, in spite of, have a great attitude. And please, please love yourself and love others. That's what I learned so much from Carmelita, and I will miss her dearly. I'm sorry for the little bit of tears, but
it's
hugs to
natural, Wanda.
everybody.
It's natural, Wanda, and I agree with you that Carmelita is the type of person that would want you not to mourn at a funeral, but yet have a party and celebrate her life.
Yes.
You know, me and Dr. Dante Sears actually talked to her. It was either the day before or the day before. It was 2 days before. And when we talked to her, you could just tell she was very, very weak and she just didn't have the energy to talk. But we made sure to tell her that we loved her with all of our heart, and we're sending angel energy to her. And she said back to us, I love you, Eric, and Dante too. You guys have been family. Like, I love you guys so much. And you could just feel that was the last time, like the energy was there, but she appreciated her life. You know,
she did.
That's what matters. She appreciated what she was able to accomplish, all the people that she helped. She lived her life. And another thing you guys may not know is Carmelita and her husband had a limousine company.
Yes, they did.
Starting out before all the performance stuff and the art, whatever. I mean, they knew a lot of people from that limousine company.
She covered a lot of bases for sure. And then, you know, I remember when I first, when I was at an event, and I said, oh, I turned around, where's Carmelita? I was just talking. She's up on stage singing. I go, oh, you sing too? And then that, you know, painting, it just goes on and on. Talking about multi-talented.
Yes, very much so. And Dapper Dan's going to be released soon, and her paintings are in there. She has a beautiful painting of her mother surrounded by roses, and then one of Michael Jackson, and then one of Jasmine Guy. Beautiful artwork. Yes.
Well, I think that all of the EZWay family, I mean, Carmelita was so close to our EZWay family. I think that all of the EZWay, we need to do something viral. You know, like we need to make something go viral on how much we love Carmelita, how many people really loved Carmelita, who she really, really was. Cause she was the most like famous unknown person, you know, like she was like, everybody loved her, but the world didn't know her, you know, like so many people.
Yeah. She needed an interview on LA Live or LA Today. She needed one of those.
Yeah,
that would have been great.
I mean, she don't get me wrong, not to brag, but she was on EZWay, network for a long time, and we hit 500 million homes, and we're doing.
See that? I know. Yes. Yeah.
She was a segment host on Radio Boomers Live for, I want to say, 7 years.
Wow.
This show that we're on right now, she had Carmelita's Corner for almost close to 7 years, and originally the show was with my dad, Retha Gray, who was another beloved EZWay family member, God rest her soul, that passed. And it was my dad, Retha Gray, and Carmelita Pittman. It was like the most amazing show ever. And you could see her lighting up when she could give love to another guest and give spotlight, give shine to somebody else. And she loved the fact that she had that vehicle to do it. I remember some of the conversations that I had behind the scenes as a producer, and I had the honor of meeting some of these people acting as the producer, and you just heard the energy when the other person that was the guest was happy about being on the show. And then Carmelita was like, all right, another person I get to help. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Well, Eric, it's very simple. One way to do it is get all the guests that were on Carmelita's Corner, and that would fill a stadium, probably. A lot of people there.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the things I want to do, Dad, is I really want to go back in the past and find all the people that have been on. I mean, there's got to be 500 of them.
Well,
at least.
Yes.
Close to that many
That's
shows.
a good idea. Yeah.
And sometimes there was 2 and 3 guests on her show. And
I want to do a special like Zoom event and get everybody that loved Carmelita and get everybody that was on Carmelita's Corner and get everybody that ever supported the Rose Cancer Society and just really just like, you know, have like a screening or like a film festival for all the content that we have. I mean, we are, one of the things too, guys, is we have a lot of content with Carmelita. Like, I mean, we're talking about like 15 something
good
years
Lord.
of content.
I have
And we're
so
going to
many
put together
pictures
a
on
very
my phone.
special memorial, very special sizzle reel, very special episode. We might even put a whole season together with all the content that we have. And Pepper, I want you to come and help me produce this. Pepper, you and me and Pepper have produced together for the last 10 years now. Started with the
More.
Easy Show, and
We did 52 shows at Pepper's house, right?
if anybody wants to get involved
I
and get
can, I
involved
can
with
volunteer. I'd like to volunteer to help in some way.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
So put my
Loved it.
name down for
Loved
Carmelita. Yes.
and anybody else that's watching, guys, anybody that's watching that wants to get involved and loved Carmelita and wants to get involved in this project, we are going to keep this legacy, keep her legacy alive. And also too, the Dr. Dante Sears Heart of Gold Legend Award, that award it's designed to build legacy, right? And normally we don't do this, but when a loved one, when an EZWay family member passes away, sometimes we name an award after that individual, and providing it's okay with the family, providing it's okay to continue everything moving on. We would love to honor Carmelita with a Legacy and Legend Award and give the Carmelita Pittman Legacy and Legend Award out moving forward to amazing to people. So these are some of the things that we have kind of behind the scenes that we want to do. And if you guys have ideas too, if you guys have ideas of things that you want to do for Carmelita, if you love Carmelita, whatever, we want to continue her legacy as many possible ways as we can, because she was a very, very, very close, not only member and client and
family,
friend, but she was a close partner. She was a close client. There's so many things that we've done with Carmelita, and we want the whole world to know how amazing she really was. So you're going to see some stuff coming out with EZWay News. You're going to see the next EZWay Awards Golden Gala is $150,000 production, and I would love to see that award be on that stage. So these are just a couple of things that are in the works, guys, just so you know.
And how many photos and little videos do all of us have that nobody's ever seen before?
That's right. Yeah.
For me,
tons.
with Pepper,
I have a lot.
Carmelita
I have a lot.
I mean, nobody's there. I just have them.
Yeah, I do. I have a lot too on my files and in my computer. For when she was just having a good time going out and all this good stuff. Yeah.
So if you guys have pictures, if you have video footage, if you have anything of Carmelita on your cell phone, email us at easywaypromotions@gmail.com. And let's continue her legacy. Let's keep it moving. Pepper, what are your thoughts? What are you because you're on mute. What are your thoughts on everything?
Well, I love the idea. I think it would be fabulous. I think what we should include is to have people turn in a 20-second clip of some highlight of their life with Carmelita, or something that they really appreciated that Carmelita did. There'll be a lot of people, so I'd limit it to 20 seconds, and you can throw in the clips in between pictures and footage and stuff, and it'll keep it moving. And I think there are a lot of people that really appreciated her that would be happy to do that.
That's why you're going to be my co-producer on this project with us, and Wanda, it would be an honor to have you as well. I mean, hey, you do music, maybe you create the soundtrack for it, or the scoring.
Or do some of the contacting the people and things like that as well. I can do some of that. And I had another idea to keep her legacy, a children's book. Somebody create a children's book.
I have a contact with that.
Because that'll inspire children as well, because she's a person to inspire to be like, she's a great role model for kids.
I have somebody that writes children's books, so we
good. Yes.
No, that's amazing.
So guys, if you look on the screen, we're about to put, if you are liking what you're hearing and you want to be a part of this, you want to go to this link, and you can subscribe, and you can get involved, and you can reach out to us again at easywaypromotions@gmail.com, and let us know what content, what footage. I love that idea, Pepper, to have everybody submit a 20-second content, maybe a couple words that you want to say about Carmelita. But ultimately, I would really love to find, like, if people have of her performing. Carmelita loved to perform.
Love to
That was
sing.
her passion. Like, she loved to be on stage.
Yes,
No matter what stage it was, she
she
loved.
did. La Vie and Rose. Remember that song? She loved singing
Oh
that
yeah,
song.
yeah, she loved
La
that one.
Vie and Rose. Edith Piaf song. She
I
loved
We
got,
that.
I got a dancing with her at the last event. That was nice.
we if I can find it, we have an MP3, because remember, she used to have a segment on the show. She sent us an MP3 of one of the original songs when she first created the Rosebud song, but it was like in a concert when she was performing. And I'm gonna look for that.
Wow.
And we have so much footage, so much pictures, and with all of the EZWay family, with any, even if you're not EZWay family, if you're Carmelita family, guys, reach out to us, EZWayPromotions@gmail.com.
Okay.
And let's do this. Let's do this project. Let's really keep her legacy, her life, her message to everybody else alive. And we're gonna have a special feature of her, a special dedication in EZWay magazine. Now 12,000 subscribers, 44 something issues have been put out on EZWay magazine, and EZWay News is 12 million viewers, guys. 12 million viewers. You're gonna see a major article go out, get published on EZWay News. And so if you guys want to be a part of this, that's why we're doing this broadcast. Reach out to us. I love that we got 2 producers on board. We need more. We need everybody to come on board. This is a project for everybody to show their love for Carmelita's memory. And I've always said Carmelita is an angel. Now she really is, watching over all of us.
Yeah. Pepper, were you at the event? I think it was the Rose Breast Cancer and on the Queen Mary. Were you on that one?
No, I was not.
Okay,
I
missed
was
that one.
not.
Yeah,
I did.
remember. Yeah, I love the Queen Mary events. We're down in the Eisenhower room where he
I think
used
he's
to say,
talking about the Women of Achievement, Marlena
Women of
Martin
Achievement, yeah.
event, which is always done on used to be always done on the Queen Mary.
Yeah. And then I think she was at Grauman's. We had an event there. That was a couple of years ago. The years go so fast.
Well,
And
Jim, when I think about all of the events that Eric does, I mean, he's like an event crazy man. So many, many, many different events, charities, and productions and entertainment. He's like an insane person when it comes
Everybody
to
calls
events.
me to help them with their events. I don't know what.
I cannot remember any event where she was not there.
Yeah,
It seems like she was at almost every single event, no matter where it was.
And
In
if she
County,
wasn't there, she was in spirit. She was watching online. She was supporting. And I gotta say this too. I'm very glad. Out of all the events, I think the most special event was actually going to her house and actually hanging out in her house and seeing how her and Jerry live and where they live. And I sat there for like an hour helping her with her computer and some technical things and doing some stuff. And they made us food, and they had a nice
food as usual. Yeah.
And not only me and my dad, but we had like 6 or 7 other EZWay family members. She opened her home to the EZWay family, and I thought that was so nice of her and so wholesome. And we have photos of that too somewhere. I know we have photos of all that moment, which will all be coming out when we put this special dedication out.
And she had the unique little sculptures and pictures all
Oh
over.
yes.
It was really nice. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? I mean, to have a reel like with Carmelita and all the the situations people had with her in a different locations, it'd be so fun to watch, and it brings back the memory. That's one thing about the business we're in. It's not like, say, the insurance business. I mean, they have, although it's numbers and everything, but in our business, we have the videos that can go back and like Eric we'll be talking about something, he'll pop it up. That's where, you remember when Pepper was at that, or we went to the ranch or whatever. Oh, there it is. There's the video.
We must have like 30,000 something raw tape video stuff at this point. But we have a lot with Carmelita, a lot of we have a lot of memories, a lot of content, a lot of photos. And honestly, guys, like if you go on Getty, I mean, we did a lot. If you know about Getty Images, for those of you guys that don't know about Getty, it's one of the largest photo agencies in the world. Big deal to be on it if you're on a carpet, and typically it's kind of hard to get Getty. But if you type in Carmelita Pittman on Getty, you know, I mean, when you're on Getty this much,
Yes.
you're a star. You know, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. And I mean, these are, I just wanted to kind of pick, you know, pull these up and share each and every moment. This was the Honor Thy Father awards, which was a special award for my dad. That's what everybody's pointing at. You see Carmelita there and Retha Gray on the right, along with Dr. Olympia Giulini, Kate Linder, and Johnny Binokur, Dr. Dante Sears, myself, and Victoria. That was an amazing moment. And then there is the EZWay Awards Golden Gala. This was a very special photo that Getty took. Shout out to Amy for taking that photo, which you saw we used on the flyer that we put out. And that was a great, I mean, that was the moment that was memories with her and Jerry.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
EZWay Awards. And then we had a special event in Mission Viejo, which was to shoot a production. It was a special production, and Carmelita was actually in that production. We actually do have the footage of this. We just never put it out. It was a healing, because, you know, Carmelita was all about health and wealth and wellness for everybody. It was a kind of a healing entertainment event. It was at a church, and that's what you're looking at here. And it was a charity for better vision for children. And Carmelita was featured in this issue. That's why we're showing the issue. And then you had the Dr. Dante Sears and Eric Zuley birthday and EZWay Award celebration. This was when Sheldon Reynolds with Earth, Wind, and Fire was still with us, and Carmelita and Dante and yeah, she's what. And the other thing too is, look at her fashion. You know what I mean? Like,
she always had the fashion. Yeah.
Every time you saw Carmelita, she had some sort of unique hat.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
She kept up with her fashion. I don't know how she did that.
This was a special event in Newport Beach where we were honoring Give Bucks, which was an app that gave back.
Right on the ocean there.
Kathleen Bradley and Retha Gray and some of Carmelita's friends, and she rocked the gold, you know, the gold for God, gold for EZWay. And I noticed she would always rock some gold to support EZWay or support God.
Yeah.
You know, when she did what she did. And then you had I'm just only going off of the ones I recognize, and obviously she's done her own thing too.
I should have sent you my photos, darn it.
But yeah, if you got some stuff, Dad, you know, send me an email. I'll put it up.
Holy smokes!
But let's definitely recognize other things besides EZWay that she's done. These are obviously other people that supported her and other events that she was. And you know, that's another thing too, is you know that you're a little famous when Ciroc Vodka and other people come up when searching your name on Getty. Like that's kind of cool, right? This is an event. Let's see, Hollywood Tribute Awards, Beverly Hills Hot Couture Fashion Show. You know, we worked with Hollywood Tribute.
There. Yeah.
Oh, you were there? Okay. Do you
I
want to
was
talk
at that. I was at that with Carmelita and Jerry. Yes.
Oh, cool.
And that event was she got me into that event. She said, "Wanda, I got you on the list for this event. I'll meet you there." And we had a ball. We took pictures, so many pictures. Oh my gosh. I'm outside. There's so many pictures. And that's when she said, "Okay, Wanda, I want a picture with this person and this person." And I was just taking pictures of her and Jerry. And Jerry, she said, "No, don't have Jerry's cane in the picture. Yeah. Just the two of us." She was something else. We had so much fun. That was great. That was really great.
And you notice the other picture I just showed you guys. She had the little hat. She had like all different hat sizes. She'd have
the turquoise one was a little hat. Yeah, with the turquoise outfit.
Yeah.
She had a little hat with that beautiful turquoise outfit when she was in Melina Gay's documentary for Diane Watson.
Mm-hmm.
She had all these turquoise on, and teal and turquoise, and then the little hat on the top.
Melina Gay is a very close friend of mine. We're gonna have to definitely talk to Melina and get some of that footage.
Great! She's a good filmmaker and everything. Yeah,
Melina Gay is amazing. And you guys saw in the video previously that was Dr. Don Sears and Melina Gay presenting that special award. And I met Melina Gay actually. In fact, I'm not even tell you guys where I met Melina Gay, or I told you where I met Carmelita. But if you guys post your comments, I'll come back on the next time and I'll tell you where I met Melina Gay. If you guys, I want to see how much you really follow the EZWay or follow my career. If anybody, and you could search, you could research this and find out where.
Eric, didn't you meet Melina at my studio?
Nope.
Yeah.
I did not meet Melina at your studio. I brought her
okay.
in the studio.
Oh.
She, after I met her, that was the first studio I brought her in with EZWay. But no, I'll give you guys a hint. And you guys can email easywaypromotions@gmail.com if anybody can get this. But I met her involved with one of the largest franchises, one of the largest restaurants in Southern California. And I'm not going to say which restaurant or any more hints, but I met her involved.
I know, but I'm not going to say it.
Let's let the fans,
Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but I think I know. Yeah.
But remind me, Dad, to come on next week and tell what it is. But you guys post your comments what you think. But I mean, we're kind of out of time now. I'm going to go ahead and give you Wanda, Pepper, give you guys your last a minute or so of what you want to say about Carmelita. And thank you so much for coming on the show and on this broadcast. I want to remind everybody that this is broadcasted on EZWay TV. Okay, and EZWay TV is reaching 520 million homes and mobile phones, 100 million downloads, and 400 manufactured televisions with distribution with iVod, EZWay. Shout outs to the Evander Holyfield family and my partner Marine, and On the Mark TV and Nonprofit TV, and this is a little sneak peek of EZWay TV. If you guys don't know, we have a lot of different channels, a lot of different content on here. You'll find some interviews and things about Carmelita on here. You'll find movies. You'll find In Living Color. You'll find music videos. You'll find a lot of, even barely political comedy content, wrestling, a lot of interviews, a lot of great stuff. So this is brought to you and broadcasted on EZWay TV. And we're going to go ahead and Pepper give you your chance to say your last final words. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Eric and Jim, for putting this together. It was an honor to be a part of it. Carmelita will stay in my heart forever. She was a dynamic personality and she had a heart as big as gold, and she will surely be missed. Thank you for this moment of remembrance for her.
Thank you, Pepper. I appreciate you, and Wanda, the stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. Final thoughts of Carmelita are, if I can, or people can have 1/4 of her wonderful, enduring spirit, the world would be a much better place. And she will never be forgotten. I will miss her dearly, and I will always remember her for the rest of my life. And please also remember her husband, Jerry, in your prayers.
And thank you for saying that. Actually, that's a great point. I want everybody that's watching this broadcast to also say their prayers for the family. Jerry, when you lose or you're about to lose, it's very, very tough. It's very difficult. I remember when my dad was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer, worst news I've ever heard in my life, and I couldn't handle it. And so our prayers and our healing energy, our angel energy goes out to you, Jerry. And all of Carmelita's close friends, fans, family members, our condolences, and let's definitely send our prayers and energy. Thank you for pointing that out, Wanda, to the friends and family, and to Jerry especially. So in closing, Dad, I'm gonna go ahead and give you your last final words, and I'll give you mine. And thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Remember, you can subscribe at EZWayNews.com if you like the show, and if you want to be on the show, if you want to get more involved, go to EZWayNews.com, and you'll see everything EZWay at EZWay News. Go ahead, Dad. You got to unmute yourself. There you go. You're unmuted. Go ahead.
Many events with Carmelita, many experiences with both Carmelita and Jerry would show up and be so supportive. And I give them both so much credit because they were nonstop. Carmelita's middle name would be Heartfelt. And that's what everybody saw in her. And we were just proud to have her as part of the family. And she, like Wendy said, she and Pepper, she won't be forgotten. She's still with us. And we want to continue on her legacy. We have a lot of footage and interesting videos to share with everybody. So, like I said, Heartfelt is her middle name.
Thank you, Dad. And my closing words, you know, I share another little fun memory of the VIP pitch party. Carmelita would hit a lot of our VIP pitch parties on Zoom, and you would always. She never really wanted to be on camera, but you know, she would do it because we asked her to, and every time she pitched. Every time she would make an offer, every time she spoke, let's just say speaking, every time she spoke on the VPP stage, she never, I don't think I can ever really remember her pitching about herself unless we told her to. Yeah. It would always be about everybody else, and she'd always share and she'd always promote everybody else. And then I would come on and I'd say, hey, Carmelita, you got, you know, talk about your segment, or, you know, talk about yourself, or you have a concert coming up. Like, hey, tell people what you got going on. Then she would promote. But unless she was, you know, in course to do so, you know, she was just, I just wanted to point that out. Very selfless about everybody else. Love you guys so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. Maybe make sure you donate to bbccharity.org. Thank you to the OWL app, the Relief Alliance, to all of our sponsors, to everybody that supports us and helps us do what we do. Make sure you subscribe to the Easy Talk podcast. Use the EZWay family hashtag when we're pushing this out. And if you want to learn more, go to EZWay.tv. Go to the EZWay Interactive app. We're going to be putting a lot of great stuff on there. Everything within the EZWay family. It's like a Facebook or LinkedIn. It's all there. Even our news bulletins and our blogs, and now our images and our events and all the stuff happening with our 13,000 members. It's all happening at the EZWay Interactive app, which is free to download. Just email us at easywaypromotions@gmail.com if you want the invite code. It is private. And last but not least, if you guys want to download that app, you can just simply pull your phones out and scan that QR code, and that will allow you to just download the app right now. I'll give you guys a moment to do that. Just pull your phones out and click the camera. Just scan that QR code. That'll allow you to create your account and join us. And if you don't want to create an account, if you don't want to join the EZWay family, but you still want to be involved and you want to see what's going on and maybe later on become a member, we now allow you to do that at the EZWaynews.com. Subscribe for free. Thank you again to everybody that shared their loving memories and stories on Radio Boomers Live today. Appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe to www.rbllive.com. And we'll catch you guys next week. Same EZWay time, 11 to 12 p.m. a.m. to p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Keep doing it the EZWay, guys. Love you guys.
Bye, later. Bye, Pepper. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
First ride in our hands, building dreams together like no other brands. We're interactive, living on the edge. Download the app and take the pledge. EZWay, first ride in our hands.
You're watching
EZWay, no other brands.
Powered by
living on the edge. Download the app and take the pledge. We are the